Hey guys, what's up? It's the Snake Dude 1814 here, and in this week's video, I'm going to be discussing about my experience using the Zilla mini halogen domes on my reptiles. So as many of you guys know, I managed to get in contact with the reptile company Zilla, and they ended up sending me some products, and then ironically, I entered a tank giveaway and ended up winning, meaning I got more Zilla products to try out, including more of these mini halogen bulbs and domes. Now, originally, I'll be honest, when I saw them, I was like, no way. It's 50 watts. There's no way it can be equivalent to 100 watts. It's tiny, and there's really no way it can create the heat that I thought it would. Well, after using these products for a good couple months or so, I was totally blown away by what these heat fixtures and heat lamps do. Now, they are specifically made by Zilla. I am aware there are a few other companies that are trying to sort of mimic a type of nano technology. Now, the mini halogens, as you can see here, are just a standard little 2-inch bulb, and at the moment Zilla actually sells them in night red. They also make them in day white and day blue, which is sort of equivalent to like a natural light bulb, I guess you could say. I have not tried out the day blue. My current experience has been using night reds during the day for a different type of color spectrum for my animals, as well as the day whites, which are just a general cycle for my animals. So I think I can be honest, I was not disappointed considering all of my animals have been switched to mini halogens. Alex, the other Alex. Yes, other Alex. Not all of your animals have been switched to this mini halogen. You're forgetting about your crested gecko. That thing does not require actual outside heating as long as she stays at about 72. Okay, so not all of my reptiles are mini halogens at the moment. However, all the animals that require heating during the day via heat lamps are benefiting from them. And quite frankly, I'm not disappointed. They are very low profile, and in fact, what is really unique about the Zilla type halogen bulbs is they're adaptable into many fixtures. So the question is, how have I tested it, sort of? Well, after given different types of the fixtures, as well as purchasing a few, I can say each fixture is unique in its own way, that it presents the halogen technology to the habitat. As you can see here, for example, I replaced my deep dome fixture, which was a heavy, bulky fixture, with 2 mini halogen bulbs. And what I can say is that it keeps my water dragon's basking spot, which is what this lighting system is being used for, nice and warm, and it's very focused. What I've noticed with the temp gun, as you can see here, is that it stays around, 120, which is perfect, but then at about 6 inches past that, there is a nice temperature gradient of about mid-80s or so, which again, for a reptile, they greatly benefit from that. And then of course, we have my corn snakes like Vegas here, who's just been chilling with me during this video, who have also been benefiting from this new halogen technology. Now, on top of the halogen technology itself, the fixtures that Zilla has made for the halogen bulbs allow a great amount of versatility to be used in certain habitats. So for example, Vegas's habitat, which is shown here, has a middle barrier in between the screen. It's not a solid screen top. Now, I actually did try and have a full solid fixture on top called the Zilla ProSol. I will be discussing this after. However, the weight of the ProSol bent down the middle of the habitat, and quite frankly, I didn't want it melting some of the plastic and possibly getting into his habitat. So I switched to this Zilla mini heat and UVB basking fixture, which is really nice because it's compact, and just like the mini halogens on my water dragon habitat, even being a different style of fixture, it allows Vegas to have a nice basking spot of about 88 degrees, keeping his belly heat area at around 86, and then dropping him off into that perfect cool zone at about 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, of course, that is with this one particular fixture. However, I've also been having the privilege of testing out the Zilla ProSol fixtures. I do have a setup video. You can click on the card right here. Now, what's unique about the ProSol is that it is full heat and UVB coverage. I'm currently using 2 30-inch ProSol fixtures with built-in timers on my corn snake habitat and the bearded dragon habitat. each habitat containing different lighting specified for each animal. And what I really like about this is that, again, just like the mini halogens, it evenly distributes heat. My Beardy, for example, he has a 50 watt under and then a 25 watt to give him that high desert heat that he needs. His basking spot stays at about 110, 120 spot temp, and then it goes off into a cool end of about 75 to 80. Evenly distributing that heat is crucial for reptiles. And then as for my corn snake, I'm not making use of every single outlet, which is not necessary. It's not like you need to fill in every single thing with bulbs. And instead I'm using one 25 watt halogen for a bit of daytime heat with basking, so his spot stays about 88, the hot spot for the belly heat part stays about 86, and the rest of the habitat stays a cool mid-70s. So really, I cannot deny the products work, and that is all there is to say about it. Now, this may seem a bit biased just because I have not tried every single mini heat fixture made by Zilla. I may look to purchase some in the future. Who knows? Maybe a new edition pops up, something like that. All we can say is keep our fingers crossed. However, in the time being, I can definitely say that these Zilla fixtures have made a huge impact on how I keep my reptiles, how heating them works, and quite frankly, has overall made a big difference in keeping them. Okay, so pros and cons. Obviously, as I said, they're really good at producing heat for pros. They're pretty small, which is nice. They don't really take up a lot of room on the top of the enclosure. In fact, for the actual domes, as you can see here, they come with spring mounting clips. If you have them on top of a screen thing, you can just take the screen off and set it a couple feet to the side with the cords and not have the domes fall off. Another pro that I would say, quite frankly, is again, the adaptability. You can have one type of bulb and have it fit multiple fixtures provided by Zilla, which is a really nice feature, I should say, because that can really allow you to choose the correct lighting you want while choosing a customized fixture that'll fit your habitat's unique desires. Of course, there are a couple cons that I must say. One, the Zilla halogen bulbs are very fragile. When you're changing them, you actually should not touch them with your bare hands. It is said in the manual that the oils on your skin can actually damage the bulb and shorten the life. Now granted, the bulbs have a really long life as it is, so you don't want to make it shorter just because then you're not going to get your money's worth out of the product. The other con that I might say is that I have seen them for sale at retail stores, and they are a little bit on the pricier end. They are not as cheap as, say, a $6 Zoomed Repti Basking Spot Lamp. They're about $11 each. However, I can definitely say that due to the increased lifespan, as well as saving electricity on your bill, it would definitely be a worthwhile purchase. Otherwise, that's it in terms of my pros, cons, and review of using the Zilla mini halogen technology. Overall, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. And always, always, always comment down below with any questions, tips, or maybe your review on the Zilla technology or whatever products I might be showcasing in future videos. Otherwise, guys, this has been the Snake Dude 1814. My corn snake Vegas with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.